All right, Ethan and Lewis here. We're the two musicians in EVTV, and today we're going to talk about music. We got two parts to this one. We're going to talk about, you just kicked the camera.
Really? My bad. It's my fault.
Lewis and Ethan here. We're the two musicians in EVTV, and today we're going to talk about music. We got two parts to this video. We're going to talk about music in general and the streaming trends that are happening right now, and then also we're going to talk about music on EVTV and answer some of your questions about why we play the music that you hear on EVTV each and every day. First of all, the genre or streaming in general with the trends that are happening. You said that 70s and 90s music is kind of your sweet spot.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I listen to. There's a little bit of indie thrown in there.
Yep, my two genres that I told Ethan about earlier were I like indie, especially indie rock and like alternative indie music. Sort of that pop, really indie is more of a pop sound, pop music, but like not popular pop music.
Yeah.
That's what I like. And then as I've gotten older, I've really fallen in love with country, which I didn't like country at all when I was Ethan's age, but now, and to be fair, modern country music is more pop anyway.
No, I like a lot of like 70s, 80s, 90s country. I don't like a lot of...
So you like the classic. He likes the classic country, the twang
It's
country.
not even like that.
Yeah, well, it is. It is. But I like more of the pop, modern pop country stuff. Thomas Rhett. I like Morgan Wallen, Megan Marini, Kelsey Ballerini. Those are some of the artists that I really like. If you're curious about what I mean about indie pop, like Lizzie McAlpin, you can look up Lizzie McAlpin. That's sort of the stuff that I like. But we wanted to talk about some of the streaming trends that are currently happening. And this company actually releases charts where they track what the trends are when it comes to Spotify and people pulling streams off of Apple Music. Currently, the two top genres at 27% dead even are hip-hop and pop music, followed closely by country and then rock. R&B soul is 9%, Latin music is 6%, and then dance club music is at 3%. Here's where it gets interesting though. Notice the trends with hip-hop from 2019 to 2023. Hip-hop has taken a nosedive. Hip-hop was by and large the most popular music genre in 2019, 2020 at 58%. It then in 21 drops 10%. It drops almost another 10%, and now it is just taken a nosedive at 27% in 2023. Meanwhile, you can see pop music is sort of held steady. It's at 27%. But the two genres that you can see that have increased drastically, that are on the rise, are country and rock. And country music has actually increased. It's up 150% this year, which is staggering. Then notice rock music's up 58%, but notice hip hop has tanked down 37%.
That is pretty bad.
37%. Do you have any opinions on the topic or why?
I think that it's pretty much social media. I think that's like pushing music out.
Yes.
And nowadays it's not if you can create a good song, it's mostly if you can create a good hook that you can throw.
I can agree with that. I think people are getting tired of hip hop because there's not a whole lot of creativity in it anymore. Like, you know, there was a time 5-10 years ago, artists like Post Malone was coming out with kind of a fresh take on hip hop, and I feel like now it's just all of the trap beat kind of sounding stuff, and I think people are just getting a little bit worn out with it. So it could be interesting. I think hip hop could have a resurgence, but I think it's going to take some creativity and something new to the table.
I think the next thing is probably going to be like rock, but that's mostly because of indie music. And indie music isn't even indie anymore. It's like the small guys with no labels are blowing up because of social media.
Right.
And then they're no longer indie. They have a record label now.
Right. And again, let's clarify that indie sound we're talking about. It's really a fine line between rock and pop. It's just they're bands that aren't popular and aren't signed, and you don't hear them on the radio. So, but yes, I think that is why rock is on the rise. I'm not sure why country ever tanked, but I think country.
I can name a few reasons why country tanked.
I think country is on the rise because, again, some young, fresh artists have come to the table who are, and they're sort of pulling country to a more pop sound, which a lot of people tend to like. So people who might not like the twangy country 90s or 80s sound, they might appreciate the more pop sensibilities. And of course, the reason everybody loves country is because of the storylines. I mean, country is very down to earth, blue collar when it comes to those storylines and the stories that the songs are written about. Now, EVTV music. I'm sure students ask you all the time because they know you edit. They certainly ask me all the time why we play a bunch of music that sort of sounds like popular music, but it's songs they've never heard. Tell them why.
Because we don't want to get copyrighted.
Exactly. Plain and simple. When we started doing EVTV, the earliest episodes in the first 2 seasons, that would have been 2011, 2012, 2013, right in that sweet spot, we were still playing popular music online, and everything was, at that time, we were on Vimeo. You remember Vimeo? It's still a thing.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, we weren't on YouTube at the time. We were on Vimeo, and Vimeo allowed you to use music clips. Everything, because of technology and artificial intelligence, everything is clamped down hard on you using popular music of any kind on your YouTube channel and have on your online presence, period, because they want to take a cut of that revenue, which is understandable, but sometimes they end up blocking your video or wiping out the audio altogether, and we can't have that. So we actually use a special music service, which is a premium service, which we pay a premium price tag for, I might add. That acts
still trash.
Well, and that allows us to play music that has been cleared copyright-wise to use on YouTube. That's why you hear the music that you hear, and some of it sounds like it could be pop music that you would hear on the radio, but it's actually music that's been cleared.
Some of it's not bad.
Some of it's not bad, actually. Some of it's pretty good, and some of it you could actually find online and on streaming sites to listen to if you wanted to on your own. But a lot of it is designed for creators to use for YouTube, and so those are the music, they call them record pools, the record pools and the music pools that we actually pull from EVTV. That's the reason you hear that music on EVTV, and that's the reason I don't play popular music even when people request that I play popular music on EVTV. That's basically it. Do you have anything to add to the conversation? Besides the fact that you disapprove of a lot of the music that we play?
Well, I could talk about that for a minute.
Go.
You know what? It just lost me because now I can't. But like the song we have on today's show right now, no.
You don't like it at all?
I don't like it. It's kind of.
It's got a little bit of a hooky thing in it though, so you know it is what it is.
That's about it. There's like a hook and that's it.
But also, people don't watch EVTV for the music. We watch it for the content. So it's got a little short intro to it, and then the outro while you're seeing what you're going to find for lunch on the menu, if Ethan remembers to update it. So you're still playing guitar. What's your favorite genre of music to play? Is it rock?
No. I like acoustic, like singer-songwriter stuff. I also like
folky music.
I like folk. Yeah.
Yes.
Bluesy stuff. Yeah.
Very, very nice.
I'm an acoustic guitar player. I'm not very. I mean, I play electric guitar sometimes, but I'm more on the acoustic side of things.